Good morning, students. In my previous video, I discussed till question number 12 and I gave you the homework of question number 13, 14 and 15. I hope you all have done. Now let's proceed to question number 16. The question number 16 is, if A into B means A is to the south of B, A plus B means A is to the north of B, A percent B means A is to the east of B, A minus B means A is to the west of B, then in P percent Q plus R minus S, S is in which direction with respect to Q? Now this is the question. You have to tell. Let's do it in the notebook and try to solve this. Let's do it. If A into B means A is to the south of B. Now this is your B point. A is to the south of B. This is A multiplied by B. A plus B means A is to the north of B. North of B means now B is here and A is to the north. This is A plus B. A percent B means A is to the east of B. Now if B is here, A is in its east and this is A percent B. And A minus B means A is to the west of B. If B is here, A is to the west and this is called A minus B. Right? Now you have to tell what is P percent Q plus R minus S. Now P percent Q, now you can see this is A percent B. So P percent Q will be P percent Q. How will you write? Here it will be Q and here it will be P. If we just write it the way it is given in the question. A percent B means A is to the east of B. So P percent Q means P is to the east of Q. Right? And after this, Q plus R. Q plus R you can see in this direction. Q plus R. So that means Q plus R is in the east of, Q plus R means that Q is to the north of R. So Q is to the north of R. So R will be here. And then R minus S. R minus S you can see it is like this. So here R minus S means that R is to the west of S. R is to the west of S. So R is to the west of S. Now you have to tell in which direction is there with respect to F with respect to Q. In which direction is S with respect to Q. You have to tell the relation between S and Q. So S is in which direction? Which direction is this? If you can see that if this is the original point, then this is your south, this is your east, and which is this direction? Southeast. So for this question, answer number 16 is A part south east. So this is your answer for the question number 16. Now let's move to question number 17. Question number 17 is, 4 friends Aditya, Bhavna, Chavi and Daksh live in the same locality. The house of Bhavna is in the east of Aditya's house but in the north of Chavi's house. Chavi's house is in the west of Daksh's house. Daksh's house is in which direction of Aditya's house? So this is the question. Let's try it. Now 4 friends are there. Aditya, Bhavna, Chavi and Daksh. House of Bhavna is in the east of Aditya's house. So if, now let's do question number 17. If Aditya's house is here, then Bhavna's house is in the east of Aditya's house. So east means Bhavna's house will be here. This is Bhavna's house. This is Aditya's house. And then Aditya's house is in the north of Chavi's house. House of Bhavna is in the east of Aditya's house, but in the north of Chavi's house. Sorry, Bhavna's house is in the north of Chavi's house. So that means Chavi's house will be somewhat here. Only then Bhavna's house will be in the north of Chavi's house. Chavi's house is in the west of Daksh's house. The Chavi's house is in the west. So this is the west direction, and here will be Daksh's house. Daksh's house is in which direction of Aditya's house? Now you have to see the relation between the direction of Aditya's house and Daksh's house. So which direction is this? See, which direction is this? Again, this is the origin point. This is south. This is east. And which direction is this? Southeast. So again, your answer for question number 17 is A part, southeast. Right? And let's move on to the next question. Question number 18. From his house, Yogesh went 10 km to the north. Then he turned west and covered 5 km. Then he turned south and covered 2 km. Finally, he turned to the east. He covered 5 kilometers. In which direction is he from his house? Let's do this question now. Question number 18. From his house, Yogesh went 10 km to the north. So let this be the Yogesh's house. He is going 10 kilometers to the north. Then he turned west and covered 5 kilometers. So he is moving to 5 kilometers in the west. Then he turned south and covered 2 kilometers. So just this much distance to the south he is moving, and he is covering 2 kilometers. Finally turned to the east, he covered 5 kilometers. Now as this distance is 5, so when he is turning to east, he is moving to this direction, and this distance will also be 5. In which direction is he from his house? Now you have to tell that this is the point where he has reached now. So from his house, that means from this point, you have to see that the point at which he reaches just now, this point is in which direction? Now which direction is this? If this is the origin point, which direction is this? This direction is north. So answer for question number 18 is, answer is A part again, north. So this is the answer to the question. And next question, question number 19. Ansh rode his bicycle northward, then turned left and rode 1 kilometer, and again turned left and rode 2 kilometer. He found himself 1 kilometer west of his starting point. How far did he ride northward initially? So this is your question. Let's try to solve it. Question number 19. Ansh rode his bicycle northward. Now here suppose Ansh is there and he is riding his bicycle in the north direction. So this will be the direction. Then he turned left and rode 1 kilometer. So he is turned left and he rode 1 kilometer. And again turned left and rode 2 kilometers. So he has turned left and now he has rode 2 kilometers. He found himself 1 kilometer west of his starting point. Now when he has reached this point, he has found that he is to the west of the starting point. Yes, he is to the west of the starting point. This is the starting point and he is to the west, exactly to this point. And this is 1 kilometer. So you can see these two are same, opposite sides, 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer. That means these two sides will also be same, 2 kilometers. So answer for this question will be B part, 2 kilometers. Right? Question number 20 now. X is 5 meters northwest of Y. If Z is 5 meters northeast of Y, then Z is in which direction of X? Z is in which direction of X? So let's solve it now. Question number 20. See, x is 5 meters northwest of y. Now, if this is y, northwest means this direction. And z is 5 meters northeast. So, z is in this direction. This is your northeast. See, if these directions are there, north, south, east, west, then this is northwest and this is northeast. So, northwest direction goes here, northeast direction is this one. You have to tell z is in which direction of x. Now, this z is in which direction? Now, which direction is this? This is east. This is east. If this is your x and this is z, so you have to tell which direction is in z. So, z means it is here. Z is in the direction of east. So, answer for this question is A part, east. Now, let's move to question number 21. Question number 21 is, the length and breadth of a room are 8 meters and 6 meters respectively. A cat runs along all the 4 walls and finally along a diagonal order to catch a cat. How much total distance is covered by the cat? Now let's solve this question also. Question number 21. The length, breadth of a room are 8 meters and 6 meters. Now room is there whose length is 8 meters and breadth is 6 meters. A cat runs along all the 4 walls. If these are the 4 walls of a room, then cat is running along all the 4 walls. That means this is 8 and this is 6. And finally along a diagonal. Then the cat moves along the diagonal also. That means cat is covering this distance, this and the diagonal also. So these 5 sides the cat is moving. You have to tell the total distance. Now first you should know how to find the diagonal. How to find the diagonal of a rectangle? For that you use the property, it's Pythagoras Theorem, h square is equal to p square plus b square. Now if we are talking of this triangle, this 8 is your base and 6 is your perpendicular. So you can write here 6 square is 36 plus 64, which is 100. Now h square is 100, means h will be equal to 10. Right? When you take the square root of 100, you will get h as 10. That means your diagonal is 10 meters. Now the cat is moving along these 5, 6 plus 8 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10. So total distance will be this, which will be equal to 38 meters. So your answer for the question is C part, 38 meters. Right? Let's move on to question number 22. Some girls are sitting in 3 rows, all facing north, such that Nidhi is in the middle row, Anu is just to the right of Nidhi, but in the same row. Astha is just behind of Anu, while Jyoti is in the north of Nidhi. In which direction of Jyoti is Astha? Right? So let's do question number 22. Now some girls are sitting in 3 rows. Now there are 3 rows. 1, then 2 and then 3. 3 rows are there and all are facing north. That means all are facing in the upward direction. Nidhi is in the middle row. Now suppose Nidhi is here. Anu is just to the right of Nidhi but in the same row. Anu is in the same row but she is in the right. So let this be Anu. Astha is just behind of Anu. Astha, Anu ke piche hai. That means Astha will be in the 3rd row. So here is Astha. While Jyoti is in the north of Nidhi. Now Nidhi is here. Jyoti is in the north. That means Jyoti will be exactly upwards in the 1st row. There will be Jyoti in the north of Nidhi. In which direction of Jyoti is Astha? Astha Jyoti se kis direction mein hai? Now see, which direction is this? Which direction is this? This is southeast. This direction is southeast. So answer for the question is B part, southeast. Right? So answer for the question is B part, southeast. Now let's do question number 23. Pari walked A to B in the west, covering a distance of 10 feet. Then she turned to the right and walked 3 feet. Again, she turned to the right and walked 14 feet. How far is she from A? Now let's do it. Question number 23. Now Pari walked A to B in the west. Now this is A and Pari is walking to B in the west, covering a distance of 10 feet. Then she turned to the right and walked 3 feet. Now from here she turned to the right. So she turned to the right and walked 3 feet. Again she turned to the right and walked 14 feet. Now from here again she is turning to the right and she is walking now 14 feet. Now this was 10, so I have taken the more distance to show that this is 14. How far is she from A? So this distance you have to tell. You can see if this is 10, I'll make a line. So this will also be 10 and this will be 3 feet because this will become a rectangle. Right? Now this is 3, this will also be 3, this is 10, this will also be 10. Now if the whole distance is 14, out of that this much is 10. So what you are left with, this one will be 4 feet. Now again a right triangle is formed. So you can find the hypotenuse. This is your hypotenuse in a right triangle. This is 4, this is 3 and you have to find this. So find out hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So it will be 3 square plus 4 square, 9 plus 16, which is 25. So h square is 25, means h will be equal to 5 meters. So answer, 5 feet. So answer for this question is, answer number 23 is D part, 5 feet. Now we have done the questions till 23. The last 3 questions, question number 24, 25 and 26 are homework. Try these questions yourself and this completes your chapter number 6. Thank you so much.